Good day everyone, my name is Maris Vergara and I'm your reporter for today. My topic is all about chemical nomenclature. Introduction. Name serves several purposes. Most importantly, they help us to distinguish people from one another. Imagine how difficult it would be to refer to people if we did not use names. So, yung ating names ay napakadaming purposes. So, napaka-importante nito para malaman natin yung ibang tao kung ano yung mga pangalan nila. Kasi, imagine daw na how difficult kung walang tayo mga pangalan. Like for example, ikaw, ang tawag ko sa'yo ay Hoy. Ikaw, Hoy din. Kumbaga parang ang samang pakinggan. Kaya, yung names ay nagbibigay ng several purposes. So, chemical nomenclature is the term given to the naming compounds. It is used to identify a chemical species by means of written or spoken words. It is useful means for communication among chemists. So, itong chemical nomenclature daw ay term na binigay para sa pagpapangalan ng mga compounds. Ito ay ginagamit upang ma-identify natin ang mga chemical species sa pamamagitan ng written at or spoken words. Ito daw ay napaka-importante at ito ay ginagamit natin for communication para sa mga chemists. Objectives. A. Trace the historical background of chemical symbols. B. Identify and memorize the symbol of common elements. C. Recall and apply the rules in writing and naming different compounds. D. Determine the empirical and molecular formulas of compounds. The outline topics: chemical symbols, chemical formula, and empirical and molecular formula. Discussion: chemical symbol. Dito po sinasabi na mayroong 114 known elements at present. At sa 114 na yun ay sinasabi na mayroong 11 gas. Ito ay ang mga oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, chloride, and helium. Elements naman po ay like neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and fluoride. So, itong 11 ay sinasabi na very rare and are not found in large quantities in nature, i.e., all rest are solid. This practice is still followed today. If two elements start with the same letter, two letters are used as in the following. So, kita na natin yung Ca equals calcium. CO is equals cobalt. Si John Jacob Berzelius ng 1779 to 1848 isang Swedish chemist na kung saan sinimulan niya ang paggamit ng chemical symbols. He used the initial letter of the element's Latin or common name in its capitalized form as its chemical symbol as follow. So C ay carbon, O, oxygen, and I, iodine. So this table shows that elements, the Latin name, and the symbol. Next part na naman pong table na ito ay makakatulong sa atin para ma-memorize yung mga symbol ng mga common elements. So sa unang table makikita natin yung mga pangalan. Second table yung date. Pangatlong table yung na-discover nila. Pang-apat yung Latin name. At pang-limang table ay yung symbol. Next, lesson 2, the chemical formulas. Ang formula katulad ng MgSO4 ay nakadivide sa tatlong formula, which is ang empirical, molecular, at structural formula. The chemical symbols of elements in the chemical formula represent the elements present in the compound. The subscript number represent mole proportion of preceding elements. At sinasabi na kapag walang number na nakasulat, ibig sabihin or understood na natin na meron siyang subscript na 1. Next is the writing of formulas. So, binary ionic compound. Ang compound po ay binubuo ng metal at non-metal. So, ang metal daw po ay sinasabi na positively charged ion at ang non-metal naman po ay negatively charged ion. So, this is the formula writing of binary ionic compounds. Charge or crossing techniques. Next po ay identifying compounds as ionic or as molecular. Explain that metals combined with nonmetals will produce compounds that are ionic. Nonmetals combined with nonmetal will produce compounds that are molecular. Next, nomenclature of binary ionic compound. So, itong sinasabi na binary compound ay mayroong dalawang different elements. So, narito naman po yung mga dapat tandaan patungkol sa pag-name ng mga compounds na mga galing sa formula. 1. The order for names in a binary compound is for the cation, then the anion. 2. Use the name of cation directly from the periodic table. 3. The name of the anion will be made from the root of the element's name plus the suffix ed. Example, write the name of this formula. H2S. So, meron tayong dalawang step. Step 1, look at the first element and name it H, hydrogen. Second, look at second element, use the root of its name, plus the ending IDE which is S, sulfide. Nomenclature of acids and bases. So dito, makaklasify daw natin yung chemicals into 3 categories, which is binary acids, ternary acids, and the bases. Binary acids. So, binary acids ay nagko-contains ng hydrogen at isa pang non-metallic element. So, itong names na to ay sinusundan sa pattern ng hydroelementic acids, where elements is replaced by the root of the name of the element. So, itong acids na ito ay nagko-contains sa no oxygen. At narito yung mga example. Binary acids, HF, hydrofluoric acid, H2S, hydrosulfuric acid, HBr, hydrodobic acid. So note, the names of binary acid do not indicate how many hydrogen atoms are in the formula. That is determined by the valence of other element. Bases. So itong bases ito ay nilalagyan ng pangalan as ionic compounds na nagko-contain sa hydroxide ion. At narito po yung mga example. Next, empirical and molecular formula. Empirical formula means a formula whose subscripts represent the simple whole number ratio of atoms in a molecule or the simple whole number ratio of moles of each elements in a mole of compounds. Ibig sabihin, yung simple formula ay nadidetermine natin o nalalaman natin kapag sa considering experimental data. Ibig sabihin, itong empirical ay sinasabi o nangangahulugang experimentation. Next, molecular formula ay nagbibigay doon ng eksaktong number para sa mga atoms at sa mga elements per molecules of the compound or the absolute number of moles of each element per mole of the compound. Ang isang molecular formula ay nag-reducible sa mga simpleng formula at kung ang subscript daw nito ay divisible daw sa common denominator. So this table, comparing empirical and molecular formulas. So para daw po malaman natin yung molecular formula ng mga compound, narito yung mga step na dapat nating sundin. Una, find the mass of the empirical unit. Pangalawa, figure out how many empirical units are in a molecular unit. At pangatlo, write the molecular formula. Example, a compound with an empirical formula of CH has a molar mass of 78. What is the molecular formula? So the answer. So step 1, kukuhanin lang natin yung pinaka-given, yung C at H. Ang C ay carbon, H is the hydrogen. So, unahin natin ang carbon. 12 times 1. Bakit naging 12? Yung 12 po ay makita natin sa periodical table. 12 times 1 equals 12. The hydrogen, makita natin sa periodic table ay 1. 1 times 1 equals 1. So, ipag-a-add lang natin itong 12 plus 1 equals 13. Step 2. Since the molar mass is 78, i-divide lang natin ito sa nakuha natin sa step 1, which is yung 13. 78 divided by 13 equals 6. Last step, step 3. CH, which is yung ating given, 6 equals C6H6. Example, what is the empirical formula of the compound Na2C2CO4? So the answer, just divide the subscripts of the molecular formula by the greatest common factor. So the resulting empirical formula is NaCO2.